Hello everyone, MJRSN1 here, and today we're going to watch Gerwall play a game of domination on Underground. Now that my vacation is over, put my nose right back into the video grind. Instead of calling out what he does here, mostly I'm going to talk about my history in the world of video gaming. Started out back, I don't know, 6-7 years old. Had to have an Atari Vision. For those of you that don't recall Atari or are too young to know what an Atari was, it was the first generation console. It was an 8-bit system that instead of the controllers that we have nowadays, it was like a real actual joystick and one button, I believe it was. It was just this little square looking thing. It was pretty funny. God, I don't even... Was that even 8-bit? It might have been before 8. No, it could have been the start of the 8-bit system. But, I mean, games like Pole Position, Pong, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, those are all staples from the original Atari. They had 3 different models, 2600, 3200, 5600. I had the 5600. Nothing fancy, just something for home entertainment. Moving forward a few years, now I am 11 years old and it's 1985 and it is the birth of Nintendo, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now I'm sure most of you recall what this was, a little white box you can slide the cartridge in. And again, 8-bit system with titles like Super Mario Brothers, Q*bert. I loved Q*bert. Never really got into the first-person shooter, but then again, they really didn't have a first-person shooter back then. It was mostly second dimension, like you'd be looking at your character run across the screen from left to right and jumping on top of shit or whatever he was doing. But, yeah, that was when I really fell in love. I truly fell in love with video games was then, with the Nintendo system. I had a lot of games, I had a lot of fun using that system. It was fun. And, you know, now, as a comparison, it really doesn't compare to what we have nowadays, but we'll get back to that one. The PlayStation 1, I had to have it. I bought it. It was a disc-based system, kind of like what the Sega Genesis was going for. Not the Genesis, what was it? Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Genesis. But anyways, there was a Sega platform that had a disc-based game, and it was fun, but it didn't catch on like PlayStation did. PlayStation was user-friendly. Put the disc in, it worked. It was also I don't know if it was the start of the DVDs or CD-ROM type setup, but you would put your memory card in and you could save your game with the memory card. The only problem was that the memory card was just never big enough. You guys know what I'm talking about. So moving on, you know, they had the PlayStation 1 craze, and this is before Xbox as well. Quite a few games I played there. When Xbox finally come out, my nephew, who is now a code writer / reader for a software company up in Massachusetts, you know, he had an Xbox as a kid. When I say he was a kid, he was like a kid. He was like 10, 11, 12 years old. You know, every time he would come over to... So my, you know, because I was still in high school when he was born. So every time that he would come over, so my mother would watch him, it'd be after school, I'd come home, and I'd sit down in front PlayStation, and he, you know, me and him would always play whatever game on PlayStation, and I like to take the credit that I got him into computers so much, so yeah, but I know I can't. But moving on, so yeah, his parents, my sister and her husband, got him an Xbox. So I figured, he had an Xbox, I didn't need one, you know? I didn't need to get the same game as my nephew. I figured I'd be different. I wanted a Sony. I've always loved Sony products, televisions, camcorders, whatever it may be. Sony is a decent company. And, you know, I thought it'd be better if I supported them over a company like Microsoft, they're not about the video game, they're about the dollar. So yeah, well done, Wally, well done, keep going. Anyways, where was I? PlayStation 1, then PlayStation 2 comes out, and the birth of the Xbox, which I was a bit concerned of, because I wasn't quite sure if the Xbox was going to really do so well, or if it was going to cut right into Sony and cause them to go out of business. But neither happened, thankfully. Sony kept persevering, kept coming out with newer games. Xbox had their Halo, their version of a first-person shooter, which I have a comment about something that they're doing with the Halo series, but we don't really know. Oh, Wally gets his first Moab, camping like a mofo behind the crate. You can tell the difference here between a mature player and a kid. He's not slashing his knife, doing all sorts of 360 spins. He's still focused on the game. Nice job, Wally. Way to teach them kids how to play. Anyways, yeah, Xbox, you know, I was always worried about. They have Halo. We have Call of Duty, which is shared on both platforms, but really, I've always loved the Sony, and I've been video gaming now, what is it, 2012, I was born then, 21, 22, maybe even more, wow, if I was 7 years old, holy shit, I've been video gaming for 31, 32 years, God, I guess that does give me the experience to say, hey, I know what the hell I'm talking about, and I should be listened to when I speak. But I have to earn that first. I don't get it. It's just like respect, you know? It's not given, it's earned. And I believe in that. And it's part of my core being. I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching my videos. You guys show your support, clicking that like button, subscribing, or favoriting the video, share it with others, trying to help get me noticed. I really appreciate it. It means a world of difference. This is my first video back since I returned from camping with friends over the weekend. Had a great time out there at the Kennedy Space Center out at Cape Canaveral. Well, at the campsite, I should say, in the beach. And I took a bunch of photos, but they were on their cameras, so you guys gonna have to have patience. I will upload them shortly, as soon as I get them. But yeah, this is pretty much coming towards the end of the video. I know my commentaries are needing work still, but I'm trying, and I think that's what counts. And the more and more that I try, the better I'll get at them, and the more that they will be enjoyable to you. Please feel free to leave me your comments or suggestions down below. They're only words. They're not going to really affect me. They're just, I'm looking for constructive criticism, not people that are going to just comment like bad remarks. I don't need to hear your crap, and they're just words. They're not going to bother me. So, moving on. Here we go into the last 15 seconds of this game. That's all I have to talk about. Nice job, Wally. You're not... Now I know dubbing Sandy not the only ones that can get nukes. And I'm happy that you're on my clan. Cheers, mate. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. and I'll see you next time.